it's a toss-up between the Gallery and the Mind's Eye, which was my favorite. But it's a hot take. But for all you metal drama enthusiasts out there, I've got some hot takes for you. One of which is the Mind's Eye is top tier Dark Tranquillity. At least top 3. Bring it. Leave your damage done at home. Yeah, so we have this quote. When I was younger, I first heard this album. I didn't really love it. I bought it at a Best Buy for like $5. I think. The Gallery and the Mind's Eye were both on sale for like $4.99 at a Best Buy. Just used copies, good condition. Just nobody wanted them because they're just like obscure Swedish metal band stuff. And I bought them because they were cheap. Because I had my mom gave me $15 to buy CDs with, and so I could either buy one CD or I could buy two. I bought two. I bought both of these. I was so happy that I was getting 2 CDs for such a cheap offer, and yeah, and so I bought it, took it in the car. The opening riff to "Punish My Heaven," which is the first song on the Gallery, and also the song that this quote comes from. It starts with this little drum fill, and then and just like rips into this guitar riff that has this very like, kind of neoclassical styling, and it blew my mind at first because at the time I was very much into like metalcore, and like new wave of American metal, Lamb of God, Shadows Fall, Killswitch Engage, All That Remains, Unearth, As I Lay Dying. You know, this little crew. If you don't know any of those names, well, now's your chance. Go create a constellation of early 2000s new wave of American heavy metal. So the Gallery was my first take into another space, really, and that song struck me hard. I really liked it, but in the moment the second song kicked in, that's the way the second song starts in my brain. I didn't like it. I didn't like the texture. I couldn't really follow it. I just couldn't follow any of it emotionally. And so the album as a whole was pretty underwhelming to me. I listened to it. I thought it was weird, strange. I liked parts, but I didn't like other parts, and I was just like, it felt so disjointed. The whole thing felt so like ripped apart into this montage of good ideas and bad ideas, and well thought out emotional journeys, and then like, and all of a sudden them missing the point of what they had created or something. You know, I had all these expectations of what I thought the sound should be, and I remember just battling with that album constantly. I would just listen to it over and over because I bought a CD, and I only had access to the CD, so it was new. So I would come back to it regularly, and I just kept coming back and coming back, coming back, and it grew and it grew and it grew, and now it's one of my favorite metal albums ever. I think it's a staple, and a lot of other people do too. But I'm definitely not. That's not a hot take to think the Gallery is a staple of like Scandinavian metal culture. You know, it is. Um, they were young, like all in like their late teens, early 20s when they made that album. So very vibrant, very personal energy going on, and like that's something to prove. And they had the tools to prove it. So I had this quote from that first song that it stuck out to me when I first heard this album. Just his voice was so clear that even though it's screaming, and I hadn't really developed an ear for like putting words to like very intense vocals, I heard this loud and clear. He said, "If I had wings, would I be forgiving? If I had horns, would there be flames to shy my smile?" You know, yeah, that question stuck out to me, um, and it continues to be at the least kind of funny. It's a funny quote to just bring out. So here it is today, providing a bit of humor. My humor is clearly very refined.